Hello, beautiful Renee. Thank you for reaching out and allowing me to tune into you to provide the cosmic energies and overarching energies of 2025 for you. So, I'm using a little bit of numerology as well as tarot to be able to do an overarching energy for you. So, this is not too in depth, but let's just get stuck straight into it. Now, your numerology for 2025 is 20, which comes down to 2. So, 2025 is the number 9 year, and 9 is all about release, transformations, and completion. Right? And 2024 was the 8 year, and that was all about achieving your soulful abundance. What was in line with your soul mission, your soul purpose. And anything that was so challenging was usually because it was butting up against your soul mission. A lot of people found 2024 challenging because it was meant to be a pivot towards what your soul truly desires. And we're challenged when we're not fulfilling our soul, when we're not in alignment with what we're here to truly do. So for 2025, you're being encouraged to encapsulate all of your lessons and all of your learnings from 2024 so you can step into your power in 2025 and complete what you're here to do, right? So that you can have that transformational piece. So your two cards were the 20, which is judgment. I'll try and get that vision up for you. And 2 is the high priestess. This is powerful energies for you. When we look at judgment, this for me really feels like encompassing all of the lessons for 2024. Right? And it's essential that we do that so that we can gather and not take them into 2025. Because if you're embodying this energy in 2024, in 2025 and beyond, it's that divine feminine energy. She is the high priestess, is someone who is teaching all that she knows. She's sitting in her feminine energy. She's sitting in her divine sovereign energy. She's trusting her intuition. Shadow and light. The dark pillar, shadow. The light pillar, light. She's in balance and in harmony with shadow and light. Because the priestess walks the path and she walks the edge. She can go into both worlds. So if you look at goddesses, she's very much the goddess Hecate or Hecate, depending on how you pronounce it, shadow and light. She understands both. This is really inviting you to tune into all that you are and all that you do and listening to your intuition, because that is what she does. And she has on her lap the Torah, which is the book of all knowledge. And this is almost like your Akashic records, right? Which is the book of your library of all of your lifetimes, all of your knowledge, and all of the energies that you have been in this lifetime and any other, across all dimensions and all realities, right? So whether you believe that or not, it's absolutely okay. What it is, it's like she knows. She trusts that she knows. She understands what she knows. It's the ego that says that we don't, that stops us. That the ego is almost like, I call the brain Brian, because he has his own concepts and he has his own mind, and it's very much distracted by bright, shiny things. And it's very much that masculine energy of force, push, do. You've got to grind. You've got to hustle to get anything in life. It's bullshit. It is absolute BS, right? Because when we're in this divine feminine energy, and I lived this priestess for years, she's a magnet to her eyes. The pomegranates that sit in the background means absolute abundance. And it is here now. The fact that it's this curtain flowing behind you, for you, through you, sitting in between the pillars, understanding that you are your own divine sovereign being, that you are everything. Like, so much knowledge keeps coming through for you. The moon means things that are hidden will now be seen. Right? Allowing yourself to be guided. As women, we have our cycles. We're guided by our cycles. This is inviting you to sit in your divine feminine energy and be guided by your cycles. Really tune into them. And if you still are on your cycle, really tune into those energies. When are you on your cycle? When are you bleeding and when are you not? Because when we follow our luteal phases and when we follow our follicular phases, we tune into our divine feminine energy. I was going to say we tune into our witch. And that is just, a witch is a woman in her full power. Right? A woman who is in tune with her innate nature, which is what she is. She's in tune with nature. She's in tune with the universe. And she knows that she's the beacon between both. She is the conduit for heaven on earth. Right? You creating your reality is creating heaven on earth. And that is what you're invited to do in 2025. 2 is also the number of balance and decisions. You have the choice between shadow and light every single decision that you make. Is this decision aligning me with my goals, dreams, and desires for 2025? Is this on the right path? Am I doing what I'm meant to be doing? Because when we encapsulate 20 energy, the judgment, it's this angel that's heralding, waking up. Right? You have woken. You can't go back to sleep. Once you've seen things, you can't unsee. When it's like, this is interesting that this is coming in for you. When we first meet someone, they tell us exactly who they are. We just need to listen, right? Our whole body is in tune with, and we get warning signs, but we can either just go, oh, they're just bright, shiny objects. We're just going to ignore those red flags. And then later on, we sit in this energy and go, yep, hindsight's 2020. Saw that coming a mile away. Freight train, right? Freight train always has a light at its front, right? Funnily enough. We see it, we're just choosing not to until we're literally hit by it. There's no freight train. I don't see that with these 2 cards. What it's inviting you to do is to tune into your cycles, to tune into all the lessons from 2024 so you don't have to step into them in 2025. And you're heralding this energy. You're choosing to live in this energy. You're choosing to wake up and not repeat those cycles moving forward, which is this Empress energy, this priestess energy. As a divine priestess and high priestess of esoteric energies and traditions, that is me embodying my full sovereignty. I'm embodying the shadow and the light, and you're invited to do the same. And when we look at all of the lessons that we have encountered up until this moment, we can find the gold within them. So I've just created a course, How to Set and Smash Your Goals for 2025, right? Like it's an online 7-step process. And the first 2 steps are all about unpacking what the past 12 months have been for you so you can get clear on what the next year will be for you. So that we don't have to continue to uncover and unfold those lessons along the way. We've done it. It's like taking your suitcase, we've unpacked our baggage. We don't have to keep unpacking it as we go. We've unpacked, we've seen it, and we're gathering the lessons so we can move forward. And that gives you clarity, and you're calling it out to the universe. You're going, this is what I want. This is what I'm achieving in 2025. And you are clear. You're monocle on them. You're just focused on what that is for you. And when you're focused, there is no distractions. And this isn't about grinding, pushing, forcing, pulling. This is alignment. She's sitting on her throne in her sovereignty, and she magnetizes to you because she just trusts. She knows that everything happens in divine timing and everything happens for a reason, and everything is absolutely perfect. So for you, my love, you're being invited to be in your sovereign being. You're awake. You can't go back to sleep, and nor should you want to. And as much as we often like to wake other people up, this is relinquishing control. That is the key and the light side of judgment. We're relinquishing control. When we're sitting in the shadow side of judgment, it's like, I'm telling you what to do. You've got to do it this way because that's what you've got to do. And then when we often, priests, the shadow side of the priest or the shadow side of the priestess, it's like, you have to do it this way. And this is the only way. That is not true. That is not in divine feminine flow. Because when we're co-creating with the universe and we're sitting in divine feminine flow, we are divinely guided. So when we come across an obstacle, when we hit a mountain, when we hit a roadblock, we go, what is this here to show me? I'm not trying to manipulate anything. I'm not trying to force anything. I'm not trying to push anything. I'm not trying to bulldoze anything. I'm here to see what this is here to show me, and I'm going to flow around it. Water can carve through rock simply by its pure, gentle persistence. And we want to flow through this. Keep wanting to do this. So this is for me is like really opening your heart and really opening you up to receiving. Because again, as women, especially when we've had some form of trauma in our past or some form of thing that we've had to work through, we've had to be everything. We've had to be the alpha woman. We've had to be the provider. We've had to be the protector. We've had to do it all. And I know because I've been there. But when we come through that phase and when we survive that phase, it's now time to be in our divine sovereign energy. Go, let's co-create the universe. And when we do, and we become a magnet for our desires and know who we truly are, she is the first divine feminine in the tarot deck. Yeah. Because she is the epitome in the highest realms. She is second to God, so to speak. She's before the priest in this deck. She's before any masculine. There's the magician, and then there's the priestess. She's trusting in her knowledge, the Torah, all knowledge, all truth, all wisdom, all light. That divine inner intuition, your inner lessons, your inner learnings, your inner knowing. This is inviting you to really activate your intuition, your seeing, your feeling, your hearing, and your knowing. Because when we do that, especially as women, we flow and we magnetize all our dreams and desires to us, and we collapse time. Like in my program, when I take women through the Awakening the Goddess, it's acknowledging our true essence of who we are. Because you woke up, you're aware, you're awake, you can't go back to sleep. As much as we might sometimes, ignorance is not bliss. Because we can be ignorant until we're awake, and then we have to be in this. And I choose those words very carefully. You're being invited to sit in this divine feminine energy for 2025. And two, it's like every decision that you make, every choice you make, it's an investment, shadow and light. Is this serving me? Is this investment in my time, money, energy, and effort? Everything is an investment. We're no longer making choices simply because, or allowing someone else to take our choices for us. She reclaims full sovereignty over her being, and she makes her own full choices, my love. And you are invited to be doing the same. Each choice, as the number 2, each choice and each decision you make, is this an investment in me and in my goals, dreams, and desires, in my manifestations that I am co-creating with the universe, with my highest level self. Every decision you make, ask yourself, is this an investment in what I truly desire? That is your affirmation for 2025. I am embodying full sovereignty over my being, and I am choosing, I am investing in me and my soul's desires for 2025. Because of being a 9-year about transformation, release this energy, releasing self-judgment, releasing judgment of others, and we're choosing full sovereignty over our being. So I, Renee, am choosing full sovereignty over every aspect of my being. And as I sit in my divine feminine energy, as I trust my inner intuition, I know that everything happens in divine timing, and every decision and every choice that I make will be an investment in my soul's desires. And so it is. And so it is. So thank you, beautiful soul, for tuning in. That was epic. Like, there's so many messages that kept coming through for you, and there's so much more. But that was the major energies for you. It's really ensuring that you're choosing what you want in 2027. Wow, 2027? And now until 2027. Because this was your road map. This is your blueprint. This is your highest level self now calling you forward, inviting you to be in your divine feminine energy, inviting you to be in your full sovereignty, inviting you to be in you being the priestess of you and your life moving forward. And if I can support you in any way, please feel free to reach out. I do offer mentoring programs. I do offer full extensive readings for 2025 or any moment in any time frame for that matter. And I'll place those links below. And I also have that how to set and smash goals for 2025. I've created a 7-step online course and program. No pressure, and there's no, you can choose. This is encouraging you to make the choices for you. And there's no pressure from me, my love. So I'll link all of that in the email that I will send this link in. And may 2025 truly be about you being in your absolute abundance. May you honor the priestess energy that you truly are. And may you align with all that your soul desires in 2025. Sending you so much love, and thank you again for reaching out. It has been an absolute pleasure. And until next time, namaste.